Welcome back. If you had $5,000 in your pocket today, would you spend it on a vintage 1970s Honda? Or would you pick up a used 2020 Harley-Davidson? Two completely different worlds. One is mechanical simplicity and classic engineering. The other is torque, comfort, and modern reliability. Today, we're counting down 10 motorcycles, 5 from each camp, to figure out exactly where your money goes the furthest. Grab your helmet, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive in. Number 10. Harley-Davidson Street 500, 2020. The Street 500 was Harley-Davidson's entry-level motorcycle designed to pull new riders into the Harley ecosystem. It features a liquid-cooled, fuel-injected Revolution X V-twin, an unusual choice for Harley at the time, and one that made the bike surprisingly smooth and beginner-friendly. With a low seat height, light clutch pull, and neutral handling, it became a popular choice for riding schools and urban commuters. For under $5,000, you can typically find a well-maintained, low-mileage unit thanks to how many new riders outgrew it and traded up. It's lightweight by Harley standards, easy to maneuver in city traffic, and cheap to insure. But let's be honest, this isn't the Harley you pictured when you were a kid. The liquid-cooled engine doesn't deliver that classic potato-potato rumble, and its minimalist styling doesn't shout for attention like a traditional cruiser. Still, it's practical, economical, and unintimidating. If you want a smooth and affordable entry point into Harley ownership, the Street 500 delivers. But if you're searching for raw soul and iconic Harley character, keep watching. Number 9. Honda CB360, 1974 to 1976. The Honda CB360 embodies everything that made 1970s Honda's legendary: simplicity, reliability, and an easygoing personality that invites you to ride more and worry less. With its 356 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine, the CB360 delivers a surprisingly smooth and confident ride for its size. The 6-speed transmission, unusual for small bikes of the era, gives it more flexibility on the highway than many of its competitors. The bike weighs just over 360 pounds, making it light and approachable for new riders and a joy in the corners. Its simple carburetor setup, accessible valve adjustment, and uncluttered electrical system make routine maintenance far less intimidating than many vintage motorcycles. Honda's engineering philosophy at the time was all about creating bikes that were easy to service and hard to break, and the CB360 is a perfect example. Parts availability remains excellent thanks to huge production numbers and a loyal aftermarket community. For under $4,000, you can often find a clean, running example and still have room in your $5,000 budget for fresh tires, a new chain, upgraded brake components, or even a carb rebuild kit. It's an ideal first vintage machine for riders who want to wrench, learn, and enjoy the charm of old-school motorcycling without diving into a complicated restoration project. Nimble, forgiving, and full of Honda character, the CB360 is a small bike with a big place in vintage motorcycle culture. Number 8. Harley-Davidson Iron 883, 2018 to 2020. The Iron 883 has been one of Harley-Davidson's most iconic modern sportsters, a stripped-down, no-nonsense cruiser with attitude. Powered by the Evolution 883 cubic centimeters air-cooled V-twin, it delivers that unmistakable Harley rumble and low-end torque that riders love, without being overwhelming for beginners. Its slam stance, peanut tank, and blacked-out styling give it an instantly recognizable look that defined Harley's dark custom era. With an approachable weight and a low, confidence-inspiring seat height, the Iron 883 feels friendly in parking lots but still solid on the open road. The suspension is on the firmer side, and the bike isn't built for long-distance touring, but that's part of its gritty charm. It's a city cruiser with attitude, and it wears that identity proudly. In the $5,000 range, you're typically looking at higher mileage examples or bikes with cosmetic wear, which is totally normal for the model. Many owners personalize their 883s with exhausts, intake kits, bars, seats, lights, and more. That means you might score some high-quality upgrades for free or inherit mods that weren't done correctly and may need attention. This is the point in the list where Harley's classic soul really starts to emerge. The Iron 883 may not be the fastest or most refined bike on the road, but it's raw, stylish, and loaded with personality. Just be prepared to evaluate previous modifications carefully before you buy, because with the Iron 883, every previous owner left their mark for better or worse. Number 7. Honda CB500 Four, 1971 to 1974. The Honda CB500 Four is one of the most beautifully balanced motorcycles Honda ever built, sitting perfectly between the lightweight CB350 twins and the groundbreaking CB750 Superbike. Introduced in the early 1970s, the CB500 delivered the smoothness and refinement of an inline-four engine without the additional size and weight of its bigger sibling. Many writers argue that the 504 is the sweet spot of Honda's early multi-cylinder lineup. Its 498 cubic centimeter inline-four was considered advanced for the time, offering exceptional smoothness, a clean power band, and surprisingly spirited acceleration. Thanks to Honda's engineering, the bike was reliable, easy to live with, and less intimidating than the larger CB750, yet still capable of sustained highway speeds. The 5-speed transmission is crisp, and the handling is remarkably composed for a vintage machine. Stylistically, the CB500 Four features classic 70s Honda touches, a rounded tank, polished engine cases, chrome fenders, and a beautifully symmetrical 4x4 exhaust on early models. It's a bike that looks right from every angle, simple, elegant, and timeless. You can still find rider-quality CB500s under $5,000, and they deliver one of the most rewarding vintage riding experiences out there. Not too big, not too small, and filled with character. Just classic Honda brilliance, refined, reliable, and endlessly enjoyable. Number 6. Harley-Davidson Street Rod, 2020. The Harley-Davidson Street Rod took everything the Street 500 offered and dialed it up. Hard. This wasn't just a minor revision. It was Harley's attempt to create a genuinely sporty urban motorcycle that could compete with the mid-size performance bikes coming out of Europe and Japan. And in many ways, they succeeded. The Street Rod is powered by the high-output Revolution X750 engine, producing more horsepower and a noticeably stronger pull in the mid-range compared to the Street 500. With a higher compression ratio, revised cams, and improved airflow, it feels livelier and more eager to rev than most Harleys in this price bracket. But the real transformation comes from the chassis. Harley gave the Street Rod inverted forks, dual rear shocks with more travel, and upgraded brakes, changes that completely alter the riding personality. The seat height is taller, the riding position is more upright and aggressive, and the lean angle is far better than what riders expect from a Harley. This is a Harley that actually likes to corner. It feels planted, predictable, and unexpectedly athletic. In tight city streets or canyon back roads, the Street Rod surprises a lot of people. Stylistically, the bike stands out too. With its drag bars, mini fairing, and blacked-out components, it has a modern, muscular presence that sets it apart from traditional Harleys. If you want a modern Harley that doesn't just cruise, but carves, this is your budget-friendly ticket. And on the used market under $5,000, the Street Rod might be the most performance-forward Harley you can buy for the money. Number 5. Honda XL350, 1974 to 1978. The Honda XL350 is one of the true icons of 1970s dual-sport motorcycling. Rugged, simple, and built to tackle pretty much anything you point it at. Introduced in an era when off-road adventure bikes were still finding their identity, the XL350 helped define what a street-legal dirt machine should be. Light enough for trails, tough enough for abuse, and practical enough for everyday riding. Its 348 cubic centimeters, 4-stroke single, delivers a surprisingly strong and thumpy power band, with plenty of low-end torque for crawling over rough terrain. Kickstart only and air-cooled, it keeps things delightfully mechanical and easy to maintain. Once warmed up, the engine feels lively without being intimidating. Classic 70s Honda engineering at its best. The long travel suspension and 21-inch front wheel give the bike real off-road credibility, and the riding position is tall and commanding, making it perfect for scanning trails or navigating gravel roads. Meanwhile, its relatively low weight compared to modern dual sports makes the XL350 feel nimble and manageable, especially for riders new to vintage, dirt-capable machines. What makes the XL350 especially charming is how honest it is. There are no electronics, no ride modes, no modern conveniences. Just a straightforward machine that rewards skill, patience, and curiosity. The XL350 takes you back to a time when dual sports were raw, mechanical, and deeply connected to the terrain beneath you. It's perfect for riders who want to explore dirt trails, gravel paths, and backwoods routes with old-school charm, without worrying about dropping it or scratching up expensive plastics. A true vintage adventure bike before the category even had a name. Number 4. Harley-Davidson Sportster, 1200, 2010 to 2020. The Sportster 1200 is pure American muscle on two wheels, a classic air-cooled V-twin with torque for days. Finding a clean 1200cc Harley for under $5,000 is an unbelievable value, as long as you're comfortable with higher mileage. This is the bike that has turned countless riders into lifelong Harley devotees. The throttle response is crisp, the low-end grunt is downright addictive, and that signature Harley shake, heavy, solid, mechanical, hits you the moment the engine fires up. Despite its stripped-down look, the Sportster 1200 is surprisingly versatile. Part cruiser, part hot rod, and part blank canvas for customization. And that's where the magic really begins. Sportsters are some of the most mod-friendly motorcycles ever built. You can bob it, cafe it, turn it into a tracker, a chopper, or a long-distance cruiser. Aftermarket support is huge, cheap, and easy to find, which is why you almost never see two Sportsters that look the same. On the road, the 1200 offers a raw, mechanical riding experience that modern bikes simply don't replicate. It's timeless, durable, simple to maintain, and delivers one of the best power per dollar ratios in the entire Harley lineup. If you want a motorcycle with personality, heritage, and endless customization potential, the 1200 Sportster sits near the top of the list. Bulletproof, iconic, and endlessly cool. Number 3. Honda CB550, 1969 to 1978. The Honda CB750 isn't just a motorcycle, it's the motorcycle that reshaped the entire industry. Widely considered the world's first true superbike, it arrived with technology riders had never seen in an affordable, mass-produced machine. A buttery smooth and remarkably reliable inline-four engine, overhead camshaft, electric start, and a hydraulic front disc brake at a time when most competitors were still relying on outdated drum brakes. It was Honda's bold declaration that the future had arrived. Today, finding one for under $5,000 usually means landing a solid rider-grade example. Expect sun-faded paint, worn chrome, aging rubber, and carburetors that will almost certainly need a thorough cleaning or synchronization. But even in that condition, the CB750 offers something modern motorcycles simply can't duplicate. It's incredibly smooth, mechanically expressive, and gloriously analog. Every shift, every vibration, every exhaust note makes you feel connected to the golden era of motorcycling. Collectors adore them, new riders admire them, and enthusiasts everywhere respect them. The CB750 isn't just another old bike, it's a legend, one of the most influential motorcycles ever built, and a machine that still delivers pure joy more than 50 years later. Number 2. Harley-Davidson Softail Street, Bob, 2015 to 2020. Finding a Harley-Davidson Street Bob for around $5,000 is almost like spotting a unicorn. Rare, surprising, and something you shouldn't hesitate to grab. While most clean examples still sit well above that price, high mileage or motivated seller bikes do pop up, and when they do, they're one of the best big twin deals you can score. The Street Bob is the definition of simple, raw, American V-twin attitude. No unnecessary chrome, no extra fluff, just a stripped-down, blacked-out bobber look that riders love. With its mini-ape handlebars, chopped fenders, mid-controls, and exposed frame lines, this motorcycle carries the classic Harley soul without pretending or overcomplicating anything. Under the tank, you get Harley's iconic big twin power plants. The earlier models, 2015 to 2017, come with the twin-cam 103 engine, while the 2018 to 2020 versions switch to the more modern Milwaukee 8 107. Both engines deliver strong, predictable torque, that classic Harley shake it idle, and a deep exhaust note that just feels right. It's the kind of bike that makes you smile before you even twist the throttle. And let's talk comfort. The 2018 redesign moved the Street Bob onto the new Softail chassis, which is lighter, stiffer, smoother, and offers vastly improved handling. That means better cornering, less vibration, and a more planted ride, especially at highway speeds. The older Dyna versions are still beloved for their character and road feel, but the Softail update made the Street Bob noticeably more refined. Customization is another huge advantage. This bike is basically a blank canvas for personalization. Want a club-style setup? Easy. Prefer a retro bobber look? No problem. Touring mini build with saddlebags and a windshield? Also doable. The aftermarket support for the Street Bob is massive, and parts are everywhere. But here's the real point. If you ever stumble across a clean Street Bob at $5,000, don't overthink it. Check for the basics: oil leaks, service history, charging system, and cam chain tensioner wear on the older twin cam models, then buy it immediately. Deals like that get sold in hours, not days. The Street Bob gives you one of the most authentic Harley-Davidson experiences for a price that's becoming harder and harder to find. It's a big twin with presence, personality, and timeless style. And at $5,000, it's practically a steal. Number 1. Honda CB550 Four, 1974 to 1978. The Honda CB550 Four is often considered the sweet spot in Honda's legendary 1970s lineup. It carries the smooth refinement of the larger CB750, but in a more compact, lighter, and more agile package. Its 544 cubic centimeters inline-4 engine delivers silky power, a surprisingly eager top end, and that unmistakable classic Honda exhaust note. The CB550 is easier to maintain, easier to ride, and usually much more affordable than its bigger sibling. For under $5,000, a well-sorted CB550 offers one of the most rewarding vintage riding experiences you can buy. Reliable, charismatic, and beautifully mechanical. The bike's timeless styling, with its chrome fenders, graceful tank lines, and spoke wheels, also makes it a favorite among collectors and cafe racer builders. So, which should you choose? A vintage 70s Honda or a used 2020 Harley? If you crave history, an analog riding feel, and pure mechanical engagement, the Honda wins every time. But if you want low-end torque, modern reliability, and hassle-free everyday usability, then Harley delivers more for the modern rider. At the end of the day, the best choice is the one that speaks to your riding soul. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment below. Are you Team Vintage Honda or Team Modern Harley? Did we miss a bike that deserves a spot on the list? Let us know. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more motorcycle content, and as always, ride safe. See you in the next one.